What is up, y'all? It is I, Kanto Clark here, and I guess I got a bit of a special video again for you. I'm still waiting on finishing a tournament that I'm in order to release some of the matches I have, so I don't actually have that much content saved up to show you guys, and I said that I was going to show some rematches. So that's what I got for you today. I'm going to show you some rematches that I played. I have played Giga, who is a fellow content creator and a good guy. Somebody who I recently hooked back up with on YouTube just to connect with him and let him know that I found his channel and that we faced each other. And I'll include Giga's YouTube info in the details. But so we're gonna watch all three of my matches with Giga today, and we'll also watch my two rematches with Yusei, who I actually faced Yusei the match before my last match with Giga. So I faced Yusei and Giga back to back a few days ago, and I faced Yusei for the first time like a week before that or something. But my matches with Giga, my first two were at least a month ago. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, let's just see what happened. I am gonna turn off this picture of me since it's past me is gonna be the one talking. So yeah, here we go. First match with Giga. He was using a Dialga, Dusclops, Arcanine, Thundurus, Glastrier, and Feeny team. So pretty threatening, I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, especially I've seen, recently that you can't let Thundurus set up, but I don't have an Intimidator, so it's fine. And people were generally using Prankster Thundurus at this point anyways. But this is the very first Series 8 team I ever made. This is my Calyrex, Celesteela, Exploding Silvally, Indeedee, Venusaur, Torkoal team, which is really, I liked it a lot, honestly. And I used it in Wolfie's GS Cup. Okay. This is an interesting team. It's not a team that I love going against, I would say. You definitely got to be careful about the Dialga. But I think Indeedee Calyrex is looking pretty good here. Arcanine Thundurus. They probably wanted to see if I would Dynamax and like max Shadow or whatever to give them a Defiant boost, I do think we follow me. I just don't think we could double Expanding Force. I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah. And I mean, if Expanding Force doesn't knock out Arcanine, that would be unfortunate, but we do have the Life Orb Boy. Alright, good. Good. If they don't use Max Airstream this turn, they do use Max Airstream. But we got Sash. So they actually might have wanted to Max Lightning. Max Lightning would have been really bad for me. I could have just started to Astral Barrage instead of Expanding Force, but... Okay. I think I should have Expanding Force the Thunderous in case they did use Max Lightning. They go for Max Airstream again. Not the play. That was not the play at all. Glastrier does survive that though. Might be a Soul Vest Glastrier based on that damage. Stick. Stick boy. Yeah, I think Calyrex just sweeps this, honestly. And we have Celesteela in the back. And Torkoal. Beanie. Well, they're already on their last two, right? Does not reset the terrain, though. Or does it? Okay, there you go. I was gonna say, I was like, That's okay. Feeney's not good in the drought. And this next Astral Barrage will do a lot. Pure destruction. Oh. We got some good matches in this video, I would say. Yeah, in my last showdown video, I did show all 5 of the teams I have for... So we got that first win against Giga. Let's see what happened in the second match in Players Cup 4. He's using a Calyrex team now. Look at me yawning. Calyrex team with Regigigas, Thundurus again, Lele, Blastoise. I'm using my Calyrex Trick Room team, so this will be interesting. Okay, so this is the third match, and I said, you know, it didn't go well, so we'll see what happens. That's the thing about my team, like, and after these matches, I'm gonna show you some showdown matches with the team that I thought about using. This actually might have been a rematch, if I'm being honest with this person. So I forgot that, well, I knew that Tapu Lele doesn't get Expanding Force, but I was like, maybe they're running Dazzling Gleam, maybe, I don't know. I decided to Trick Room and Ally Switch as per usual, but it turns out that I actually should not have Ally Switch, and I realized that almost right away, because they Moon Blast, and they Barrage. So it was a turn 1 loss, basically. I switched there. Because the thing I need to realize in a situation like that is, like, if they're gonna take me out, they're gonna take me out. So you you just go for it with the dazzling beam trick move. Giga. +1. It's too much damage though. It's over. Messed that one up on turn 1. And they have they have Rematches. Glacial Hunts. I definitely missed something in there, but it was gonna be over, so. And there was no way I was gonna mount back. So it looks like I accidentally missed a turn of something that happened while filming that, probably because I was stressed out about losing, as per what used to happen. But you know, he got me in that one. I, you know, obviously made a really bad turn 1, and that cost me pretty heavily. So let's see what happened in my third match with Giga. Okay, so it has a choice scarf, choice band, like literally just the thing has a choice band all the time. So let's pause it here, and this match that I literally just played after that rematch is another rematch. Not only that, it's a rematch with a fellow content creator that I linked up with literally like 2 or 3 days before this match to let him know like that I found his channel, and I knew that we had faced 2 times before this, and I was like, yo, like, what's up, man? We faced, like, that's what's up, you got a channel, I don't know, you know, like the normal how do you do's and that whatnot. And then we, you know, faced again, literally back to back with that last rematch. And I was like, oh my god, here we go, Giga. I will include his page link in the you know thing down below. And you know, I think Guzzlord, I was afraid of Dynamaxing Guzzlord because of the Togekiss threat. Togekiss doesn't really do a lot against this team, and he probably recognized that. And I should have recognized that. But also, I failed to recognize some of the things that he was going to go for because I didn't look back at his team overview before I played this. It's not. I like to give people the, I don't know, benefit of the doubt, I guess. So yeah, definitely go check out Giga's channel. Give him a like or subscribe. I know he would appreciate it. He does have some pretty good content. He actually used one of my teams recently. And of course, he has a video of him, you know, facing me from his side of this match, which I can include in the comment or in the details as well. So wasn't gonna just go search his whole team up and then destroy him. That's not fair. He doesn't know my team, because I haven't showed anyone this team yet. Rillaboom and Teleon. Celesteela Lecky. So, my lead is very solid. His lead doesn't look as solid clearly, but I mean, it certainly can work. His lead is not good at all against my lead unless he does something about it. But I was afraid that he was gonna have like Choice Scarf and Teleon and then like Hydro Snipe Regieleki and one-shot it, because it actually can. I think, depending on the build, it can just straight one-shot Regieleki, so I was like, okay. And I decided to, Dynamax Celesteela, because we are facing a Rillaboom. And I figured if I protect Regieleki and get a max Airstream, I'll automatically be quicker than, Inteleon. So what happens? They use Soak on Celesteela. And the animation got cut off for them just straight one-shotting me. Because that's what happens when something intense happens sometimes when I'm filming. I miss it because I film with the 30-second clips. So yeah, I should have read that. Like, I don't. So we gotta fly here, obviously. And then we Thunderbolt. I would have really liked to have Volt Switch last turn. I think if I had Volt Switch, I would have felt so much better about actually attacking Inteleon. But they do that. So actually the best play that I could have made turn 1 would have been to protect Celesteela and to Thunderbolt with Regieleki. If I had done that, I think I would have 100% been able to ensure this game almost. They do have Arcanine, but I have special Celesteela, and I would have conserved my Dynamax compared to them. So let's see. That's why I'm considering modest Regieleki right there. If that had been a Thunder, it would have one-shot. But I don't want to risk the miss, like. Right. So that's the end of his Dynamax. I like to think about things in terms of what could have happened. So let's say that I had knocked out the Arcanine last turn because I had modest Regieleki or something. I want to see what they have in the back. Protect. Arcanine protects. We do get that though. I would have liked to knock off Rillaboom. Yeah, I have to. So it would have been Rillaboom and T-Tar versus Regieleki and Guzzlord. I would have had to double target T-Tar with Thunderbolt and knockoff, I guess, in order to avoid the weakness policy. And if I can get rid of T-Tar in a timely manner without taking too much damage, I think Guzzlord can 1v1 Rillaboom. Look at it. How could it not? But, nah, GG's. I mean, like, I completely just didn't expect that soak move, like, and, like, I guess, yeah, if I had looked at his team pace, I might have, like, done something slightly differently, but I was also expecting a Regieleki target. Yeah, and that, so... He beat me, definitely. He got me, so... That he did. Yeah, well, I mean, I identified the move, the turn one move in the second game and the third game that I could have made in order to win. I needed to protect Celesteela and Thunderbolt Inteleon in the third game. Second game, I needed to not ally switch. So, I mean, there is moves. And I've said this before about Pokemon, but, you know, in order to win, you have to make the right moves, which makes sense, right? Okay, so let's watch our matches with Yusei now. But definitely do check out Giga's channel. I really enjoyed facing him, and I hope I get to face him again in the future. So right on, let's look at these Yusei matches. Yusei is using Cinderace, not Rillaboom, Cinderace, Darmanitan, Whimsicott, Gengar, Zapdos, and Togekiss, and we're using Random Gaming VGC's Lapras, Hatterene, Celesteela team with, you know, also Conkeldurr, Rhyperior, Dusclops. So it's pretty interesting. You know, we'll have to see what happens, and we handled that. We handled it in both games. Now we're facing Gengar, Cinderace, Whimsicott again. Follow Me, Redirection, and Zapdos with Yawn. Not Zapdos Yawn, but Togekiss. So I actually feel pretty good about the Hatterene Dusclops lead again. If they want to taunt Dusclops, I'll just switch into it. Like, whatever. Ooh. Now this is rough. Because they could, in theory, just double target one of my Pokemon and get rid of it. And you never know who it's gonna be. So I actually decided that I was gonna use Trick Room on both of my Pokemon. Like, very, very risky. But, I mean, we can only hope that they just knock out one of my Pokemon. They do have Life Orb Cinderace. That does. Whatever, like. I like this IV spray. It works. I have seen Cinderace do a one-shot with that. Gengar uses Trick Room. Dusclops uses Trick Room. Hatterene uses Trick Room. We get Trick Room. And you get a Trick Room. And you get a Trick Room. The problem is now we have to take out Gengar this turn in order to ensure that they don't So we Pain Split and we max Flamethrower the Dusclops. It's a Gengar, or Gengar, and that'll ensure that they can't get Trick Room. They might not expect me to actually Dynamax Hatterene. Dynamax Hatterene wasn't my best Dynamax in this game for sure, but like, in this scenario I actually had to, if I want to deny their resetting of the Trick Room. That worked. And they decide that they're just gonna stay a Dark type. They're like, hey, I mean, you have Hatterene, but I'll just be a Dark type in Trick Room. It's fine. Is it fine? Is it fine? Boom, Zapping Dose. That's not an immediate threat. Cinderace is. Yeah, I mean, they could detect Zapdos, I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm just gonna Nightshade Cinderace, and then Max Smite should be able to do enough from that point. It looked a little close, honestly. I don't think it would have knocked out without Nightshade. We take that. Darmanitan as their last person. Darmanitan comes out. So who I target here comes down to who is the biggest threat for my back Pokemon. Darmanitan's actually pretty good against Rhyperior and Celesteela, who I have in the back. And Zapdos, I mean, is just gonna get dealt with, I guess. So so clutch. Pain Split is so clutch. So we pick up, even though it's not over yet, we pick up 3 easy wins with Dusclops Hatterene lead, and we get to see still how strong the back people are too at some point. I mean, we definitely got to see Rhyperior just like straight just match up, destroy that last team too. So, you know, we didn't just rely on Hatterene and Dusclops, but it is nice to see that just Hatterene and Dusclops were able to disrupt the field enough to pick up a pretty easy 3 wins in a row, even though I didn't feel that confident all the time. But I think it goes back to like your opponent not being able to really expect what you're going to do. When you have the 2 of them on the field, there's so many different ways that you can try to accomplish what you were trying to do, and to stop them from stopping you from doing it. So that worked. Definitely check out Random Gaming's channel. Ooh, we're throwing all the plugs out today. Nice. So let's see what happened in our very last match for the day. In our first match with, our last match with Yusei, since I've only faced him twice. Rematch time. I faced this person with Random Gaming VGC's Hard Trick Room team with Rhyperior, Hatterene, Celesteela, and he was actually using this exact same team. This is the guy that used Trick Room with Gengar, and my Dusclops, Hatterini, and his Gengar used Trick Room all in the same turn. It worked. It worked. Uh-oh. It's a Guzzlord game, aka the Junkivore. Yeah, we try to break the sash on the Whimsicott, and then we heavy slam. They'll probably target Regieleki. So let's hope they don't have Sash Whimsicott. Who do I have Sash on this team? Because if it's nobody, it could be Regieleki. Spectre. There he is. Get ready. He's a big boy. No Sash. Guzzlord does get the attack boost. So now it's got like 400 attack. I think at this point we could max Steel Spike, but with the amount of attack we have and the amount of I think max Steel Spike was actually the right move. Because is it better to lower their stats or to raise yours? Maybe sometimes it's better to lower theirs, but it equalizes is the thing. They are going to use Max Nux, which, you know, to a Pokemon that doesn't have 600 health, that would have done like a third of their health. It did 1/6 of Guzzlord's, so. I don't like this guy's item choices.
That's the power of Guzzlord.
Pokemon. He had like Focus Sash, Zapdos. We do lower their attack back down and raise ours up, so now we got +2 Guzzlord. Running through their team. Taking 1/6 of health from Max Knuckles from Cinderace. And we're gonna bring Landorus back out. Nope, didn't work. Guzzlord too thick. That didn't work. Oh, that's so much health. But, I mean, in all fairness, when paired with Landorus, it works even better, right? Like, you're lowering their attack constantly. And you're thick. Look at it. Look at it. It's a inverse pumpkin. Junkivore. We do heavy slam the boy. That was a life orb. Cinderace. Ah. That'll be a fun rematch video to put together. So what happens? He lets us see his team paste, which I guess I'll leave on the screen. We get to see his trainer card, right? So, yeah, that was some rematches. I hope you enjoyed that. I really like being able to put together rematch videos. I just think it's cool to face people multiple times in the random ranked ladders because it seems to happen to me quite a lot, honestly, and it's been happening a lot again recently, which is cool. So we've got some more ranked matches to look forward to in the future, and rematches to look forward to in the future. And I look forward to showing them, but I don't know if that's what I want to show next right away. I think, well, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Put it that way. But you know, when we get there, we'll get there. So I do have at least like 3 or 4 more rematch videos I need to put together, put it that way. But it's almost time to show you guys some new teams for next season. So we'll be getting to some new stuff. We'll be getting to some exciting stuff. And I appreciate y'all being here. So give a like or subscribe or whatever. But either way, I hope you have a good day. And I hope you are being who you want to be, being your best self. The beginning is near, right? You always aspire to be the best you. Yeah, have a good one, y'all. Peace out.